According to a new survey from Lifeway Research, less than 1 in 4 Americans think of divorce as a sin if there's good reason for it. The reasons could include adultery, abuse, as well as just not loving each other anymore. Though the survey seems to show a big contrast between American society and Catholic teaching, the difference is not so simple.
It's not necessarily the divorce that separates them, it's just if they believe that I can engage in sexual relations with another person who is not my spouse, then that's where the sin comes into play, and that's when the exclusion from Holy Communion comes in hand.
The tragedy is that exclusion from communion for many becomes exclusion from church life. But Christian Rada says that there's more than one kind of communion.
Even though a divorced or remarried Catholic who cannot receive Holy Communion, they can still receive a spiritual communion, which a lot of people don't really think about. What it is simply when you are in the pews and when Holy Communion is taking place, you're simply putting yourself in the presence of God saying, Lord, I know I cannot receive you right now because of where I am, but I want to receive you. I want you to enter into my life.
Christian found inspiration in Pope Francis' general audience early this month when he spoke of the Catholic calling to care for the wounded families of the remarried, especially their children. It's the difficulties faced by divorced Catholics along with their post-divorce families which are at the top of the agenda for this fall's Extraordinary Synod and the World Meeting of Families.
I hope that the Synod will give us guidelines that we can implement in the diocese. I think that what's probably going to be presented to us is better catechesis, because I think that's really what's the root, is that there needs to be a much more catechesis, new ways to explain the dynamics of family in different images and models that we have, looking at the church fathers and see how they present matrimony, and seeing that they're pretty much in the same situation that we are in trying to show how marriage is beautiful and marriage is unique. I think that this Synod is going to bring out this opportunity for Catholics, non-Catholics, because of Pope Francis' personality and the way that he presents things. It's having families of all different faiths coming together and talking about what does it mean to be a family? What does it mean to be a custodian of the faith, and seeing how can I transmit my faith to my children and to my co-workers, and I think it's going to be an interesting time. I think it's going to be great. I can't actually wait till October comes and see what do the bishops have to say, and God willing, it's going to be great.
Reporting for Currents, I'm Konrad Aderer.